Welcome to Kulicke and Soffa here at SMT Connect. I'm delighted to be joined by Marco van Oosterhout. Nice to see you, Marco.
Yeah, nice to see you again, Trevor. Always a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, we've got a really interesting new development here, actually. You've developed a new feeder system.
Yeah.
Explain to us a little bit about the thinking behind the new feeder system and what benefits it brings.
Yeah, so our current feeder system that we still sell on the market, it's a very good feeder, let me say that. Mm-hmm. But it was developed on, let's say, 10, 15, 20 years ago technology. Mm-hmm. So we talked a lot with our customers, and the customers, what you see, they need more flexibility, they need to have a feeder that fits more feeders onto one system. Right. Because the assemblies are getting more complicated, so in order to produce that kind of assembly, you want to pile more feeders onto a system. Yeah. So for example, the iFlex that we are standing here in front of, mm-hmm. they could have 43 8mm feeders at each side, mm-hmm. but with this one we reduced the size of each feeder from 16.2 millimeters to 10 millimeter, and that led to a number of feeder positions of 66. Right. So we can have now 66 feeders on each trolley of the system.
So you've reduced the overall width of the feeder. It's still an 8mm reel that's going in there, but it's actually a 10mm thickness as opposed to a 14 or whatever it was before.
16 we see in the market. We see systems who have 12mm, which is quite an achievement. But we managed, our engineering teams managed to put it on a 10mm. So you see, for example, this is a stock of 10 8mm feeders, and the total width of this is only 100 millimeters, so only 10 centimeters.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
So they like the technology in the motors and every design. It's all K&S design, and it's very slim. So we also call this the slim feeder, slim fit feeder.
Okay. So let's be clear that this has to be obviously for people who are buying new machines. Yeah. They're going to have to obviously buy a new feeder stock to go with this. Yeah. What about your existing installed base? Are they able to take advantage of this?
Yeah, it's for us always very important to keep our current installed base customers, to keep them with us, because they are loyal to us. Mm-hmm. So also for this design, we put this into a design that only the feeder trolley, as we call it, and the feeder are new, mm-hmm. and the rest can be reused. So like the equipment you see here, mm-hmm. it's still the iFlex. So the current iFlex can be upgraded with a modification. Just with this feeder trolley, these feeders, and the modification is only the hood, because the hood needs to be adjusted to the feeder.
Can we open it up?
Yeah, we can open it up.
So you're talking about this whole feeder assembly here?
Yeah.
Literally comes out and can be replaced with the new feeder assembly.
Yeah. Because we really maximized the space we had here, and so the machine itself, all the hardware is still the same as the current hardware. Mm-hmm.
But you couldn't do mixed technologies. You couldn't have one of the old feeder banks in one side and one of the new ones in the other.
Actually, we designed a new hood, mm-hmm. such that it is possible to also run with a feeder trolley with the current feeders. Ah. So it is possible. You have to upgrade the machines. Mm-hmm. So you have to upgrade the iFlex with the new hood. Then you can place the new feeders that they run. Mm-hmm. But if you have like a second or a third feeder setup, with the present feeders, you could still mix them and run also the older one. Right. So the investment is actually quite modest, because you could start with only just enough for one feeder setup. Right.
Yeah, but it's also important that existing customers don't have to throw away their existing feeder stock. They can continue to use that and then maybe just replace one bank when they're ready to start upgrading.
Yeah, that's really what our sales pitch is going to be. Mm-hmm. And this will be available for high volume starting January next year. Okay. So we see here the prototypes that came out of our engineering department, but we are very excited with it. Because also the cost of ownership, it was another one of the big points. Because you buy feeders, but the maintenance guys, they don't want to spend a lot of money maintaining them. Right. So we really designed it to lower the cost of maintenance.
So you've got quite a unique feature as well about the ongoing maintenance. So you don't have to literally take this thing offline to fix it if it snags. How does that work?
Yeah, that's correct. So this is what we call online recovery. Mm-hmm. So we can, if there's like a feeder jam or something, in the old system you had to take off the feeder, put it into an offline system, and that all takes time. Mm-hmm. And if the machine doesn't run, that's all waste, that's all non-productive time. Right. So with this one, we can just let the feeder run, you open up the hood, You don't have to take it away. Everything is calibrated. You open it up, you correct it if it's like a tape jam. You close it again, and you can continue your production.
Right, great. Well, it certainly increased the capacity on your machine. So thank you for showing that to us today, Marco.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for this interview, Trevor.